All right, man, you got to take a knee, brother. Look at that. Great job, Chef. Woo!
We're announcing the Seafood Cook-Off is going to be here in Lafayette this year. A great opportunity to promote the great chefs from all over Louisiana and pick that lucky chef that will represent the Louisiana Seafood Promotion Board and Louisiana tourism for the next year. We're real excited about that. Got a lot of applications, 34, and we had to narrow it down to 12, and looking forward to that competition. For the last 10 years, the applicants has continued to go up, the competition gets tougher, and I gotta tell you, the dishes prepared unbelievable. I don't know how the judges do it because there's so many great dishes. Every year there seems to be something unique and special that's put out by these great chefs in Louisiana. We hope this event will help in Lafayette right now with the oil field down, bring in new light. So we hope we'll fill some hotel rooms. People will go out and shop, spend the weekend, and we'll be bringing people, family, and friends from these chefs from all over the state here to Lafayette and help give a little shot in the arm in a needed time in the economy. And we'll continue to do that. We're going to be working with someone in the tourism office in Baton Rouge to push conventions to some of the most affected areas by the oil industry. Homer, Morgan City, Lafayette, New Iberia, St. Martinville. We're going to look for those small groups that travel and try to fit those in the communities where they can handle the size crowd and help give them a shot in the arm for tourism during these tough times in the oil industry.
It's a great day here in the tastiest town of the South and the best food city in the United States as we announce the Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off chefs and the event here in Lafayette Parish. And it's always a great day anytime we have our Lieutenant Governor here in Lafayette. And let me tell you, he's here a lot. I think he'll be back here tomorrow night. But Lieutenant Governor, we can't thank you enough for everything that you do, not only for Lafayette, but our entire state and promoting tourism to the rest of the world. Thank you very much. We believe that the Taste of Lafayette kickoff for Eat Lafayette and the Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off are a great complement to each other. It's a great combination. We know it's going to be a great night on June 20th. We appreciate the confidence that the Lieutenant Governor and the Seafood Promotion Board have in Lafayette to put on this event. Now, in its 13th year, Eat Lafayette, for 3 months during the summer, promotes and brings awareness to our locally owned restaurants and drive traffic to those restaurants. And those locally owned restaurants are the product that have garnered the awards like Tastiest Town of the South, Best Food City. They're the reason people travel to Lafayette Parish to visit and to eat in our locally owned restaurants. So with that, I'm going to introduce Ken Veron, our chairman for Eat Lafayette, for a few words. Ken?
All right. Well, thank you, Ben, for a very kind introduction as well. And we've known each other over 20 years, and I'm looking forward to collaborate along with Ben and all of our other partners here to make this such a great event and a great initiative. I'd like to thank the Louisiana Seafood Board. Y'all, thanks for the confidence. You know, Lafayette, it's a great city, and we really hope that you enjoy everything here. I'm Ken Veron, and I'm a proud second-generation Lafayette restaurateur. Our family business, Cafe Vermilionville, has been involved in the Lafayette food experience for over 35 years. And we have so many great restaurants and culturally iconic establishments all throughout our city. We enjoy them, we know them, and we enjoy them as we have our own special way of celebrating life here in Lafayette. Perhaps it's that first snowball of the season at Old Time Grocery, or that special graduation dinner that you had with Grandma at Charlie G's. Or perhaps it's, that time that Grandpa, it was just you and him that went out for a hamburger at Judy's Sin. Those are the moments and places that have defined Lafayette for so many generations. But our little town has grown. So have our dining options. And it's so easy for a small restaurant to get lost in a sea of new development. Eat Lafayette is a summer campaign to remind Lafayette of who we are as a local culinary alliance. The campaign is a collective reminder that we need to support and continue to enjoy these places that have made Lafayette the culinary destination that it is. We have an incredible spirit in Lafayette, and I'm so proud to speak on behalf of so many of our hardworking restaurateurs. And just like all of us, I love Lafayette, and I look forward to shouting our message from the rooftops. In the coming months, we'll be reaching out to local restaurateurs to get their story of how their food experience has contributed to our collective story. It's our city, it's our food, and we're continuing to write our story. Thank you, and I look forward to the kickoff on June 20th, and we can't wait to show you all how Lafayette parties. You'll have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you all so much. This is a great opportunity for Lafayette, and it's special to me because I started my business in Broussard in the oil industry, and so many of the deals and vendors and customers I got were made in the local restaurants here. I remember those restaurants, and as I pass them even today, remembering who I met there with and how special not only the meal, but the people were here in Lafayette, both in doing business and out in the restaurants across. It's a great honor and privilege to be able to bring this cook-off to Lafayette. New Orleans wasn't very happy about it, but they'll get over it. This is the 10th anniversary of this event, and it's more fitting in Lafayette because of so many awards that Lafayette has won for their eateries, for the restaurants, for the culture, and how we mix that food and fun together here in Lafayette. And I think you have more restaurants per capita than any city in America. So there's plenty to choose from here. And it's great to partner with Eat Lafayette and kick that off with this competition is only going to add to that flavor. The 2016 King of Louisiana Seafood, Blake Phillips from Monroe, and his restaurant Sage, was a great ambassador for Louisiana. As we traveled around the country and promoted tourism and how food plays a crucial role in tourism, he was a great ambassador. And we look forward to picking his replacement and having him to crown the new king or queen in seafood. I got in trouble a few weeks ago. I was talking about this event, and I forgot to put the queen in there. And there's a lot of great lady chefs, and we look forward to it. This year we had 34, a large field to pick from, to narrow it down to only the 12 slots that we have for competition. But I'm proud to say that those 12 are from all over the state. And we have a great crop of chefs right here in Lafayette and surrounding parishes that will be participating in those 12. I want to thank the Louisiana Restaurant Association for their partnership in helping us put this event on. They have been a great partner since the beginning of this 10 years ago and continue to play a vital role in us promoting the seafood and the restaurants across the state. On June 20th, those chefs will have 1 hour to prepare their favorite seafood dish in this competition. And let me tell you, the competition is tough. Last year, I was there to view the competition, and it was won by a chef. The national competition was won by a chef from Mississippi against Blake Phillips, our local champion. He used a shrimp dish, but I think he used Louisiana shrimp, even though Mississippi won. So it's important that we make this thing fair and everyone get a good shot at it, because that chef will represent us against all of the states to bring the National Seafood Chef Award, hopefully keep it here in Louisiana and bring it back from Mississippi. I want to also mention that we have these culinary trails, 8 around the state, where people go from restaurant to restaurant, tasting all the different types of foods we have. And I'm proud to say 4 of the winners have been produced out of those 8 trails. So we want to continue to add restaurants and different tastes of Louisiana to those culinary trails around Louisiana. As food is not just a meal here in Louisiana, it's a party, it's a way of life, and it is surely a big part of tourism. As we've traveled the world promoting tourism in just a little over a year as Lieutenant Governor, I got to tell you, everything comes back to the great food of Louisiana. So although there's Mardi Gras and there's festivals and there's a party everywhere in Louisiana, it all seems to stand around our food. And we have the best seafood in the world. This will give us a great opportunity to highlight that great seafood and those great chefs from all over Louisiana. And I'm proud to be here in Lafayette. Thank you.
We are super excited to be hosting the 2017 Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off here in Lafayette in conjunction with Eat Lafayette. So on behalf of the Office of the Lieutenant Governor and the members of the Louisiana Seafood Promotion and Marketing Board, we're going to announce our competing chefs. From Alexandria, Louisiana, Ben Fidelic, the executive chef for the Levy. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Chef Ryan Andre, executive chef of City Pork Brasserie and Bar. From Henderson, Chef Dusty Laddelay from Crawfish Town, USA. From Lafayette, we've got a couple. We've got Chef Ernest Prejean from Prejean's Restaurant. We also have Chef Brad Tanner of Cafe Vermilionville. From Lake Charles, Lyle Broussard from Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill. From Monroe, Louisiana, we have Chef Chris McKnight of the Fat Pelican. See if he can carry on the tradition of Monroe chefs winning the competition. From New Orleans, we've got some amazing chefs. Chef Eric Cook, executive chef of Bourbon House. Chef Austin Kersner, executive chef of Redfish Grill. And to follow out New Orleans, we've got Chef Nathan Richard, executive chef of Cabin. Shreveport, we've got representation from Chef Anthony Fallon from Wine Country Bistro, excuse me. And the final chef competing, the 12th chef, is Chef Bonnie Bro, executive chef from St. John Restaurant out of St. Martinville. Congratulations, chef. We look forward to seeing what you can do for us. Then I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Ben. A great list. And our Lieutenant Governor has really proven that he is a Lieutenant Governor for all of Louisiana. And I think you see that reflected in the list of the chefs. So congratulations to all the chefs. I just want to close it out by saying that a couple things. Number one, I want to thank our sponsors for Eat Lafayette who helped make it possible. Waiter, who is here today, thank you so much. And JD Bank, thank you for coming on board this year as well. Without you, we couldn't do what we're doing. As Ken said, you know, they say that food is best served with a story. In Lafayette, every locally owned restaurant has a story. We invite you to be a part of our story and Eat Lafayette. Tickets are on sale at the Cajun Delman Convention Center. It's going to be a great night on June 20th, and we can't wait to see you in Lafayette on that night. Awards like the Tastiest Town of the South, the best food city in the United States. It's the reason that people come here is for our food, our music, our culture. Just recently named the happiest city in America. So we have a lot of positive momentum going on right now, and really this event and the Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off event is going to add to that momentum.
What was your reaction when you found out the cook-off was moving to Lafayette?
Well, I was really excited, and you know, really as we kind of looked at the best fit for the cook-off, everything turned towards our Eat Lafayette campaign, which is a 3-month awareness campaign that drives traffic to our locally owned restaurants, and they're our product. They're the reason people come to our area to eat food. And so as we looked at it, it was a natural tie-in. I think for our Taste of Lafayette event on June 20th, to be able to tie that into the Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off is going to be a win-win for both events.
It's a 10-year-old event, so it's got this great history, but it brings the best chefs from across the state together to compete and see who's doing the best job with seafood out there. You know, the state's so known for its seafood, and so to have these chefs who have just perfected it in so many different dishes come together, show off what they can do, and then pick somebody to be our king or queen of seafood, and then that person ends up traveling with us for the year, representing us at the Great American Seafood Cook-Off, you know, going to different trade shows with us. So it's a really exciting thing, and we just love it. It's been a great way to get to know chefs from all over. It's a flavor unlike any other. We've got such a unique estuary, and it makes for that flavor, and it's a safe seafood, it's a delicious seafood, and nowhere else do you have this kind of abundance, not only in the quantity of the seafood, but the different types of seafood. So our chefs realize how blessed they are that right out their back door they have so many different ingredients they can work with.
That fresh seafood out the Gulf, unlike the imported stuff, you can taste it the minute you put it in your mouth. Louisiana seafood is the freshest, best seafood in the world, but it's also our chefs grew up learning those special ingredients, the seasoning. They cook it with love and passion, and we do have the best seafood dishes in the world.
If people have questions like more information about the Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off or Louisiana Seafood, what should they do?
You can go to LouisianaSeafoodCookoff.com and get all the information. In fact, it's kind of fun to follow there. We'll be doing an Instagram takeover before the cook-off where the chefs take turns and kind of show us in advance what they can do. And so you can keep track of everything there. We'll be posting pictures and bios of the chefs as well. And then you could also go to LouisianaSeafood.com and be able to look at everything that we've got to offer, how to buy seafood, a little of the history, the ecology. It's all there.